Oh, hi everyone. It's day 24, isn't it? So the 24th. Oh, it's Rabbi Burns Day tomorrow on the full moon. I just realised that. It's common to have haggis in Scotland and other areas of the world if you celebrate. I love haggis. I have to eat it all the time, but I don't tend to have it that much. Right, anyway, moving on. So, I'm in my jammies because I felt like being in my jammies. I'm quite surprised I've got makeup on with my jammies. These are, what have I done here? Felt it. So yeah, I put because to be honest, I'm really that bothered. I would have came on. I quite expected me to be not having any makeup on, but like I said, it actually just makes me feel a wee bit more alert and awake, like like I'm going to work. So, but yeah, mixing up the silver and gold too. I would normally be having the gold with the gold jewellery, but I was told I need to wear my ankh. I need to wear my ankh. So anyway, moving on. None of this shit matters. I just looked at 144 as well. So and all the yous are getting hit with all that jazz. I'm just laughing. I'm gonna say something too honest, right? But if you're new around here, you won't have heard me give that speech about that I'm kind of over the whole seeing like the double and triple numbers. And what I mean is that it's been a part of my life for so long now that it bores me. Like, you know what I mean? It bores me seeing them. I'm just like, yeah, I just call them out because I know I have to, because it's what I have to do for some of the folk watching. So if I don't give, I do still try to react. And like, when people say the battery's 41% or something, like just happened there. It's actually just happened twice in the space of a few minutes with two of you. And it's probably happened 5 or 6 times throughout the whole day. It's usually, but again, I'm noticing it's like 10 to, and it's just, but it's because of the collective awakening that's going on right now. Because I'm aware that some of you will be like me as well, and that you've seen these numbers for a long time. But what I'm noticing is, as long as what I've been talking about this, but it's like I said in public, it's been for like 9, it's 9 years this year. And I was seeing the numbers long before that. When I used to talk about that on the lives and stuff, like some people would get it and some people didn't get it as much. But what I'm noticing is it seems like the frequency of when people are seeing it is really amped up. So I suppose that's something I'm just gonna have to fucking get used to. But what I'm saying is it's like, yeah, that's the only way I can put it. It must be my old soul or something. I'm just kind of like, I don't know how else to put it. It's just funny. I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I'm very pride myself on being very attentive and listening to what everyone says and responding and everything. But with the number synchronicities, it is one of the things that I'm just I'm just personally over it for me. You know what I mean? Like when I see it, I'm just kind of, oh yeah, yeah, I saw that, whatever. Like, but I mean, it does fascinate me in the way that, like, literally it's crazy. Like, and I've taken the screenshots to prove it, right? That whenever I respond to people's emails, it's more so than not. This usually happens like once a day or once every couple of days. I either respond at my twin flames birthday numbers in the morning or at night. That's amazing. Like right on the numbers. And I'm like, well, fucking I noticed after. And then and that's the thing I was waiting to say, or like it's not really very often that I respond to somebody at my birthday number. It's always his birthday numbers. Or I respond to emails or find them at like, like, or by the time I press the send button, it's 144, 411 or 444. Because these are my main numbers that I feel very connected to. It's always been the way I always describe it is I've always, when people weren't, when nobody around me was being drawn to these numbers or even talking about it, through my page, it was the ones and the fours that I seemed to be connected, that whatever it was, that when I draw people's attention to it, was really activating and waking people up through when I've done the astrology charts and that as well. So anyway, I give that chat every now and again when it arises, but just because of the frequency, I'm like, I'm finding it overwhelming I'm just finding it over. I'm just noticing the frequency of people saying it seems to be like I said, it just seems to be a lot right now. But it's obviously just because that's like you're all getting hit. So I'll just push my own. I'll push my own shit aside. So like I said, I think they're getting me to explain that so that you know I'm not irritated at you as a person. It doesn't matter who the fuck's saying it to me. I'm going to be giving myself a wee eye roll inside. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do it outwardly. Forgive me if I do though. But it's just in general, like I said, that's the only way I can put it. I'm just kind of over it. It's just, it's, yeah, anyway, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Right. So at least you know I'm honest. You know what I mean? At least you know I'm honest. I could be fake as fuck and be like, oh yeah, amazing. 44%, 55. I'm not. That's not what my. But still tell me. Don't let that not, because just all celebrate it together. That's what I think's best. I'll I'll acknowledge, but I'm just know that I'm not like I don't get as excited about it as they tend to do. And that's why I know why they're getting me to say that. It probably ties into what I was saying last night when we were on the live that one of the things that pains me to see out there when people are a bit newer to the twin flame journey, or even if you're not that new and you've been out in a few years and you kind of forget, and let's not forget, but basically what I'm trying to look, this is I never stop when I do the, or I'm not saying never, but I rarely would stop because I know it's going to have meaning because it's all channeling. But look, open up to your spiritual gifts. Hummingbirds again there as well, which are living in the moment. 21 as well, when I was just talking about my twin flame's birthday numbers, and he's the 21st of a month. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. It's a bit like I've said, like, look, friends over the years that I was always seeing this and none of them were. And I would say, like, let me know when you start seeing 1111 and everything. And the sad thing is like, none of these friends are in my life anymore. And they will all be seeing 1111. I'm pretty sure of it, that they will all be seeing all these numbers now. And they'll be like, my God, this is what Claire meant. And this is, you know, because they would see me getting drawn to it, but it's very different when you get drawn to it personally. And that's what I'm noticing, the frequency of which you are being drawn to it is changing. Quite a lot of you that I've known for a long time. So something is changing out there, which means when I'm saying that, it means it's your twin flames as well. Because the majority of a lot of people are watching me are divine masculine. The divine masculines are seeing 1111, 144, 444, 999, 555, whatever, all these different numbers. So so actually, I suppose it's a message as well that if there's anyone out there that's like totally feeling what I'm saying, it's quite a good reminder just for anything, whether it be the numbers or anything that you've already, I don't know, made peace with, or you've kind of moved through that, and it's not. I don't know how to say it really. It's hard to explain it. It's just remember that this is quite new and exciting for a lot of people, and they want to know what it means, and it doesn't know what it means. And I know, again, I know that that's not. I know that some of you have seen the numbers and all that and been aware of it for a long time too. But I can only share my own perspective on it. That it's like I'm just gonna have to work with that and just mention it every now and again. But I'm like, please God, nobody say that to me today. I'm just like, I've had about 40 folks say it. Anyway, it's funny. It is funny. Right, so um it's a bit like when I say as well that like the only site, like many of you, well, and again, some of you will have found that yourselves, and some of you will know it because I've said it, like I said, the past 9 years. But the only one if I ever do, rarely. It's not that I never do it. Like I can think of like I think it was a month ago or something. I was up at like I must have still been up at, say it was something random like 6:40 in the morning or something, which yeah, sometimes that happens. Or I've woke up randomly and it was like I was watching a video and it was like 64 likes. So I was getting drawn to like 64. So maybe someone needs to look at 64 actually. And so I did go and look at Joanne's Sacred Scribes because that's who, when I first awakened, like I found her when they'd first been channeled. So That's the only interpretation of angel numbers that I tend to trust. And I always say, so again, this is what I mean. This is what I mean about it just gets a bit boring because I've been saying the same thing for like almost 10 years. But I'm saying it for the people that are new. And I know that lots of you have heard this before. So this is what I mean. I'm going to have to work with that there's a song blasting in the next room and I'm going to bet any money it'll be James Arthur. Oh, I stand corrected. It's actually in the shallow, shallow, in the shallow. Can't remember the words, but it's Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. That came on the other day. Tell me something, boy. I'm falling. Longing for change. I can't sing that bit, it's too deep. It's when it's a big dramatic bit in the film when she's like, into the deep end. Look at the lyrics. But that was quite dramatic that came out, and also absolutely cringing. My neighbours just heard me singing this. Anyway, we've got to, the show must go on. So yeah, divine masculine. So there's something about divine. Oh yeah, that's what. See, they're just showing you I'm not just having a moan about the number synchronicities. That is true. Divine masculine's gifts are coming more online, or or if they've already been online, you're seeing an increasing amount of number synchronicities. Which, like I said, remember that always happens. If you're hanging around with me at any amount of time, it's gonna amp up. I think call my course Activate, Awaken and Amplify Your Clairs for no reason. I will get back to that at some point. So yeah, that's what's happened to Divine Masculines. We'll put it back. Tell us something for Divine Feminines. So I didn't give that a speech, but everything, I'm just going to leave that going and see what else comes on. Everything I do is channeling, everything I do is healing, meaning that everything I say is going to be part of it. So that's why I just went with what I was saying, because you can see how it fits in. I said I felt it was Divine Masculine, the Divine Masculine card jumps out. So actually, it's about taming, not being a know-it-all. Like if people are coming to you knowing, like, and this is all brand new and exciting, including your twin, because that will happen to some of you. It's about swallowing your annoyance. Or you could do what I could do, and you could just own it. You could just be like, look, I'll listen to all of this, but if it looks like I'm a bit like, oh God, that's why, because it's just, I think it's better just to say it, because I'd hate for anyone to think that I'm ignoring them. It'll just be over the number synchronicities for that day. But just still say it, It's important that you say it, because other people might need to see the number or something. Like I just got drawn to like one, I was going to say 141, but it was 144, because you might be like, no, it's not clear, but it was because it was 1344 and then the 24-hour clock 144. So you see, that's a crazy way they talk to me. But yeah, the point of that was I don't look it up anymore or anything. I just, and always think about what it means for you. Like how when I saw my birthday numbers, before I worked out that was the union thing, I just knew it was something special for me. But now when I see 1804, because I did actually just not long before when I was in the bath, it felt like a really important message about unions again for the collective. So sometimes it will be for me though, do you know what I mean? But a lot of the time now it's for when I'm passing the message. They've just drawn me to keep looking up. There may be a rainbowy thing. Now it's 50 Shades of Grey again. Oh yeah, and so that was, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and look at the community tab. I found a song called You, is it I Know You or You Know Me? I Know You. I think it might be I Know You. She kept saying baby. Anyway, so again, I won't go too deep into that because I'm a bit funny about delivering messages when I'm not, with a person, but that was too big not to deliver it. So when you talk about your loved ones in spirit, they're going to come near, and that really made me cry. I know that the person, I'm just going to say the person said that it's a happy, happy memories surrounding this loss, but it's just I'm in my feels, and they're pulling me at the word angel now as I'm saying this. So yeah, that very much is your angel. I can feel it. Follow your heart; it will always know where to lead you. So we basically have to acknowledge the little angel that is talking to me. But yeah, check out that song because I didn't know it. I think I do know the tune because, like I said, the 50 Shades of Grey films, like all of them are like my favourites. And I hadn't seen the other two like until last year, believe it or not. I'd always wanted to, and it was just the exact right time. And now I've seen them like one weekend. I watched them all. And then, like, when I was bored, I kept watching them again. I just love it. Just love the intensity, man, of the romance, um, So what have we got for the Divine Feminine? But anyway, it was Love Me Like, I think it was Love Me Like You Do. I don't know, it was one of them. For the Divine Feminine. High Priestess, yes, expanding consciousness. How funny is that? That's hilarious. I've just went on about that. That's what I mean. It's like it must be the old soul part of me that is like so over like all seeing all these numbers and everything, and it's like expanding. But I know that as a high priestess and a teacher and a shamanic teacher, it is part of expanding your consciousness, and it is something that I'm going to continue to see numbers, synchronicities, even if I do ignore them. And well, I don't ignore them; I acknowledge it, but it's, I just kind of and I have to stomach everyone else. Set love and boundaries, open your heart. Again, hilarious. Like, look, they're just going to do it all throughout this video because I said that. They're going to piss me off, but it's hilarious. 17, I got drawn at 1717, so that is something somebody needs to check as well. I'm not checking it though. 17 reminds me of Star card. Right, okay, so I don't want to make this too long because I can't believe the time is flying like that, but it's now 7:07. See what I mean? They're going to do that on purpose. I get it. Where's those cards? And now I've put them somewhere. Oh, they're here. Yeah, I'll just finish this. I just I just looked at 1804 as Union. I just looked at 1804. I should have just kept that to myself and then they wouldn't have been right now I wouldn't have said my guys are being widos. Do you know what widos means? In Scotland that means like cheeky. It means people are being a bit cheeky, you know what I mean? Hope this is giving you a laugh. Right, so what do we need to know for today? Keeping in mind that this week is about our manifestations coming about, whether that be about you might notice your money increasing. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into the stuff that happens to me personally because it's just not wise with the amount of people that want me to fail. I know that's a bit negative, but it's true. I know there's people out there that want me to do well too, but like I said, I do celebrate stuff that happens to me, but I'd celebrate it much further down the line. That's what I'm told to do. But basically, what I can say is after sharing that about, I'd done the healing on my mum and we worked on the root and the sacral, which is about clearing the money blocks. And it wasn't just about that, but I was conscious of it, clearing just limiting beliefs that I know my mum has. About working hard. It was actually about needing to work hard because my mum's a bit older now, right? And it's just kind of like I was clearing that. And then at the sacral about receiving. So it's not a coincidence she then receives a tax rebate, right? Which I like said I only knew and she emailed me. Because I said to her on the phone today, I was like, why did you not tell me? But she was like, I did. I was like, no, you didn't. And then I actually received, it wasn't a lot, but still it's welcome. Like I actually got unexpected money. So you know what I mean? But that's because it's healing the mother line and it's Cancer Moon right now. So and I spoke about that in the thing with Lexi too. And I've had a lot of often do get a lot of past life connections with clients, regardless of your age, by the way. That's a weird thing. Because it just so happens actually past life connections I've noticed with my clients that it clearly was that I was their mum in the past life. And by the way, it's not just me saying that, it's like, but a lot of the time they'll get me to say it first if it was really, really strong. And then the person will get hit with all the synchronicities. But I have had people say to me first and then me really strongly feel it. And I really do think that's the case with a lot of you. It's quite weird actually, but I mean, I just go with it. But it's because I've got very motherly energy and motherly placements. So I'm about encouraging people to mother themselves and heal your inner child. But it just kind of turns out like that. Like it's very. So I'm just sharing that for people because I've got a lot of clients that are a lot older than me, and it's no different. I'm mothering them as well. You know it. I'm not expecting people to put in the comments, but it's true. I've not got an issue with it. If you have, I feel deeply honoured and humbled that people would allow me to, that we just get that I'm that much of an old soul, that they look past the fact that I'm only 39, nearly 40, when they're older than me. So, and like I always say, I do feel it's got a lot to do with the fact that my mum's so lovely that I can, it's not all the time, but I can attract people that's maybe not had the same experience. It's not all the case. Some of your mums, some people I work with, mums are lovely as well, but there's usually something that like was missed. It was deep stuff, but it's true. Right, so what card have we got then for today? Because like, so the point of me sharing that is because there's other good stuff that's happening as well, but it's like, and still stuff that's yet to come in. It's happening. Things are manifesting. Money's manifesting. The money's coming, or things are happening where it's destined to happen within twin flames, or if it's not, just enjoy where you're at. As I look at the word delight, just enjoy where you're at in your life right now, knowing that when you're happy and living in the moment, that is what magnetizes what's meant to be in your life, love and otherwise. And the card is just been an interest. I was just about to say this has been an interesting, wacky channeling, but when is it not? Just get used to it. This is actually, I've just realised this was said to me by several people over the last like sort of 5 years, really, that I was just going to go full on into my galactic self even more so. Because like I said, this part of me did try to come out several times over the past 9 years, but people weren't ready for it. But I think she's coming out anyway. Organised for success, so somebody needs to get their shit together. I can help you with that if you need help. But look, what I was about to say is I ain't no liar. Windful of abundance. I'm the mouthpiece to deliver the message. But as you can see, because like I said, because I am more tired than a Cancer moon, how I always say it is like, I'm just the mouthpiece, like, God is speaking through me, and the guides speak through me. Because I am a wee bit more tired, when I've went on about all the annoyance of the numbers, that is when I'm dropping, the energy's dropping a little bit, and that's like my personality coming in, and like I'm just sort of, but again, it's funny, do you know what I mean? So don't know if you get what I mean, but just sharing in case you're interested. So windful of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Literally what I just said, what they said through me. The money's coming, the love's coming, the success is coming. It's coming. Keep believing. Don't stop believing ain't my ringtone for no reason. Stop. Some of them unexpected. I'm not explaining that when I just said what happened to me and my mum. And that's connected because it's healing the mother line. Heal your mother, it'll heal you. Be open to ask for permission though. My mum wanted the healing. Be open to the receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. And I feel I want to feel one of these. Don't stop sharing your number synchronicities. I was just having a Cancer moon moan. Oh, listen, if we're family, which Cancer is about family and soul family, I'm allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? Just because I've said that doesn't mean it's like no one must share that. No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Be be proud. I love it because that is what I'm encouraging everyone to do this week is be proud of yourself with whatever actions you've taken, no matter how big or small. Because like I keep saying, it's bluntly, it's not a cook-off, it's not a competition, nobody's getting an award, nobody's getting a medal, from me anyway. Just be proud of yourself. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud. Like I said, I'm really proud of myself that I'm getting my shit together to do lives on a Cancer moon. That is unheard of. I usually wait for Leo moon, but now I'm doing it a bit differently. I'm changing it up. Aquarius is changing it up. Instead of coming and joining yous on the Cancer moon, on the Leo moon, or I'm actually going to have, like, you know, tomorrow's to myself. So like I said, if I'm not replying to emails and comments and that tomorrow, it's not that, you know, I might, but I've got, I've got a few things on for myself. And also, like, it's worth noting actually, it's a family friend's funeral tomorrow, which I'm actually not going to. I've had different sorts of synchronicities to say that I'm not meant to go. So I suppose it's, you know, along with me doing things for myself, I am going to, yeah, I'll be, it's about paying respect. That'll be what it's about too. I'm paying my respects to that lovely women and spirits send off. So, but I'll see you on Friday. So, even that's interesting because the reason why I know her is it's somebody else that I was very close to that I consider my auntie. It's one of the things where it's like it's my auntie, but it's your mum's best pal. It's yeah, like it was her mum. So, you know what I mean? There's the mother thing again with Cancer Moon, but just yeah, lovely women, both lovely women who are together now. But I'm not gonna talk about that anymore because that's actually made my eyes water. So, you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. I feel that's weirdly got something to do with when I was saying about divine masculines that are noticing signs and synchronicities, whether it be numbers or, you know, signs and synchronicities about anything, and just how full on it is and overwhelming. But just really the fact of what them or you, if you are the divine masculine, is going through, and just the fact that they are going to need to listen ear, and a lot of divine masculines are going to be led to their divine feminine. Well, you know, I mean, they're going to be led to their divine feminine at some point, but it's like, it's just what I'm, you know, what I say, and I often say it in jest, but I'm not joking. It's about let the person talk, especially if that's not, oh my God, are they drawing me the card that says communicate clearly? Where are you know? Communicate clearly. So it's like, look, I feel this is about twin flames coming forward, communicating clear, wanting to communicate clearly, but it is difficult for some people because now my words are getting stuck. And the dolphins to me are about new earth energy, and I've just picked up the Mary Magdalene card. Are you going to blow us away with a Mary Magdalene and Jesus card? What else do you need to know? Because I need to really finish this up. So yeah, so that I can watch it before I put it out. I might just publish it actually, but probably watch it after by the time I come. So what do we need to know? So if the messages resonated today, they resonated. If they didn't, they didn't. But yeah, I hope you are having a windful of abundance already, or get ready for it. Expect it. That's the test, you see. You're either going to be like, well, nothing's happening to me, but keep believing. Don't stop believing. Although that's quite negative. From my hypnotherapist NLP point of view, we don't want to be using the word don't and can't and everything. But hey, that's a truth. Keep believing. Keep believing, have the faith. Oh, I said that actually yesterday, and I got titled the video that. Resurrection. The ego dies and the soul rises, resurrect in this life, yeah. So there's a lot about wings keep coming through, and this is the phoenix rising here right now. And I'd say that song I found that was from 50 Shades of Grey felt very Scorpio, Plutonic, like, you know, Plutonian energy. But yeah, I feel this is about the ego death happening in the divine masculine specifically. But even, you know, it's even, we're always having a bit of that happening. You've got to keep your ego in check, because it's like that's what I'm saying as openly and honestly as I can about the number thing. Like, I'm just saying it as like, oh God, I'm kind of over it. Like, I just, that's the only way I can describe it. I just find it like irritating. Do you know what I mean? And it's like that again, that is just me being really honest. Of like, that's a huge shadow part of me being honest. Like, that would be fake. You know what I mean? It would be fake if I was like trying to pretend like I get really excited all of that when I just don't. You know what I mean? But I do in some context, you know what I mean? Like, I do find it, the only ones I really find amazing are the fact that I don't consciously do it, and I always seem to reply, and which all you will know, I seem to reply an email at 144 or like 441, or like variations, or 444, or my twin flame, not my birth, my twin flame's birthday numbers, or what's the other one? 11:11. That happens a lot too. These all, and it always seems to be specifically these ones for me. But anyway. Testimony, love is stronger than death. So yeah, it's about, ego deaths and souls rising, and darkness makes vision possible. And again, that is very much like, that's, very much why people go on a vision quest and shamanic work to, the ideas that when you go into the dark, that your physical sight shuts down, and then your third eye opens, your senses are more heightened. But basically, Dark Night of the Soul is like, it's like a metaphor for that. That it's like what I just said is like a metaphor for that. That you're going into the dark, you can't see why this is all happening, but it opens your third eye to probably things you weren't paying attention to, and to make you grateful. So I'm actually really hungry, but I'm gonna eat after. Might have a wee snack. I'm going to eat after I do the meditation. So yeah, so I'll see you soon, guys. So this was a funny message, but see you later. Like, comment, subscribe. Because session, right, yeah. So with discovery calls, I'll be around on Thursday, either before I do the last live to be proud of ourselves with the Be Proud card coming out, or after it. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be doing like lives like really late in on the Friday night, because I really just kind of want to close down the challenge and get on with the rest of my weekend. But really, just I'm going to need to rest, because that was a lot of energy to hold. Well, it's still a lot of energy to hold right now. But obviously, whatever offers I put out there, tomorrow, probably Thursday, Friday, then I'll be around on the Friday to jump on a discovery call with you. I might even extend it that I don't close the offers down until Monday or Tuesday, so that I can have the weekend to myself. And then I think that kind of makes sense. I might change my own rules a bit. But anyway, just read the community tab. But yeah, see you later.